Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spring Creek SMP, where it's been a very long time since we've had a video out, but things have progressed somewhat over the last 6 to 8 months. Not as much as I would have liked. I just wasn't able to play a whole lot of Minecraft. So, however, we have changed a few things, and we'll go over that, and we'll get into the reason why I'm putting this out today, and that is what seems like a Unbreakable automatic brewing setup. I have multiple protections on it, so it can't be broken. So it should work. I've been working on it for a very long time, and we're going to try it out today and see what happens. So here we go. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the time lapse of that build. Here's what we have finished now so far. It's not quite complete. I've done all the bottom part here. I haven't ruined any of this stuff up here. Basically how I do it is I'll build this all up, you know, how it would have looked if it was brand new, and then I'll go through and, you know, I change the floor out, change the walls out. So this is the control panel for the brewing setup. Eagle Power Labs, Potion Brewer. So number one, select the potion from the book below. So every potion is in here. There's 15 sets of potions from weakness all the way up to Turtle Master. In the book, it'll tell you exactly what you need for Turtle Master. You need the nether wart and the turtle shells. Of course, all this stuff's already supplied within the system. There's a warning on the bottom, do not change the page once you start brewing. I have done this to where you can change the page and it won't affect anything. I still don't suggest that you do, but it should work without having to worry about it. So then the second thing that you would do is select your upgrades, your glowstone, your redstone, your gunpowder, if you want it to be a lingering potion. And then the third thing that you do is hit the button. So you either want 3 potions and you hit the button here, or you can get a shulker box full of potions and you hit this button here. So we'll go through the book here. And we'll do one. Let's do an easy one. Let's do something like swiftness here, where it's only 2 ingredients. So all you do is select it there, and we're going to leave everything else off for right now. We're going to hit 3 potions, and we're going to let it brew us up 3 potions. Alright, so the system just finished brewing. You could hear hear it reset on the other side of the wall there, and here comes the potions. 1, 2, 3. There they are. So we'll head on the other side of the wall here to get a peek behind the curtain. So right here is your lectern, and it feeds all the way through these. And this is the reason why it doesn't matter if you change the page or not, because it only feeds through once what you've selected. So as soon as you hit the button, this little wool block pops up, and it feeds all the way through the system to tell the system what one you picked. So say you picked this one right here. So what happens is this block comes up, and then the redstone signal will be able to travel through. And then what happens is that this block stays up until it gets reset down below. So this purple line resets everything down below. So obviously if you're doing only 3 potions, it comes down this line, brews up 3 potions. Soon as it reads that it has brewed the 3 potions, sends the redstone pulse down through this, shuts this line off, and then comes all the way down through here and shuts all of these off as well. And then of course runs all the way down the line and shuts this protection off down here too. This right here. So then if you were to do the shulker box full, it's just on this side instead. So this one comes across, it does the same exact thing. It'll read your comparator right there, will read what one you've selected. It'll shoot a pulse through whichever one you've selected, dispense those ingredients. And for the shulker box load, so this one would come across, and then you have this one down here as well, because you have this hopper right now is locked. So this is the shulker box loader over here. So obviously if you only select 3 potions, you want it to come this way and up this line. But if you select the shulker box load, it's going to come over here. So if you select that, then this piston pushes a block over, unlocking that hopper, so everything can fly through here. So in this right here is just your counter. So obviously you have 9 times. 9 times 3 is your 27 to fill a shulker box. So, and you can see I have a couple farms to sustain this along here. I just have a little rabbit farm here. Or I can come in, I can feed the rabbits. They can make it a baby. And then all the babies end up down there. They grow up. And then I steal their rabbits' feed off from them. We have a couple more over here. Just another wart farm. This little scoot farm that was in a DocM77 Hermitcraft video. This works pretty good. You know, I have lots of scoots, and I have a double chest full up here of turtle shells already. So, and then down here you have a mushroom farm, which Ilmango featured in a video. I think Methods did a lot of the work on this. But those are the farms that I have inside of here to help sustain this. Of course, outside we have a gas farm and a blaze farm and sugarcane farms and all kinds of stuff like that to support everything else. So a lot of these are full up here. We have a spider farm so we can get spider eyes. So most of these are pretty full. Some of them are not, though. So, of course, so what happens here is, say this one gets selected, so this block pops up, the redstone signal feeds through. You'll shoot out your dispensers here, or your droppers here, and that'll fall into a hopper line. It'll also power this line here, because all 14 of these, yes, you can close now. Huh. So there's 14 potions up here on this deck, and all 14 of these take nether wart to make the awkward potion. The only one that doesn't, the 15th potion, which is the first one on our list, is the weakness potion, and that one we brew over there. So what happens here is all of these lines feed into these 2 orange lines, and underneath this block right here is the dropper that that shoots out the nether wart. And what this does is resets the system once it's done brewing one. And then here you have your gunpowder, your dragon's breath, redstone, and over here your glowstone. So if you select the glowstone or the redstone down here, these pistons here come down, and this piston here will come down if you select the other one. And that's how everything gets shot in, whatever you select. So like I said, there is multiple protections on this. So we'll look at those now. So the light will turn on for whichever one you have selected. So now what happens if I select this one also? You know, it says do not select both, but there is protections in place just in case. So right now we have the glowstone lit up. So if we come back behind here, you can see over here, this is the line that's on. Both lines are on. Why are both lines on? Oh, I did have both lines on. I'm sorry. So this is an OR gate right here that no matter what, if one or both of them is on, it powers these pistons in to push these in. And then the way that we read one or the other and not both is by having these two hoppers that feed into each other. And you know, these torches lock those hoppers. So right now this one was locked first. So that signal goes through, goes up the torch tower, and of course is feeding this. This line is off, so that torch will be on, having your glowstone there. So now let's take a look at it. If we you could simply just flip the glowstone off now, and it'll flip to the redstone. You can hear it switch in the back there. Crawl all over all of this stuff. So now we only have one lit up, so you can see that torch went off, and this one's still on, locking this hopper. So your item's going to be stuck in this hopper, so you're going to get your comparator output here, and then now you're going to have this torch tower lit up, and of course this redstone off, and then that torch on to keep that on. So that's how we do those. And I wasn't going to put a protection on this dragon's breath and gunpowder, because you know it says must select gunpowder also. Well, I was like, well, I better put something on there just in case. So now if you flip up for the lingering potion, it'll also automatically select the gunpowder. So, and again, we'll come back here. You know, we just come up this nice little torch tower here. And this is how we do it here, where we automatically have it selected down here. Right here. So if the lingering potion is selected, then this torch will be on, automatically also turning this torch tower on. So both torch towers will be on at once. So, and then I had originally had all of these other protections up here with the pistons and stuff, moving blocks up and down, but it really, I mean, it doesn't do it as well as doing this down here if you just carry this signal over. So if this torch tower is on, then this torch tower is automatically on too. But it doesn't work the other way now. So we can turn this off, and they'll both shut off, and then we can just turn just the gunpowder on. And you can see just the gunpowder line is on here. So that's the way that it works. You know, let me know down in the comments if anybody wants kind of a tutorial on this. It's kind of a whole lot of spaghetti redstone up underneath here, but basically the way that it works is on this comparator selector here, and then you just feed them into the hoppers, feed the ingredients into the hoppers. They come down, they brew up here, and then they come out the other side. So I'm pretty sure that I have everything protected. You can either get 3 potions or a shulker box. So I guess right now what we'll do is we'll just I'm gonna leave it on swiftness right now, and we'll take that off just to make it a little bit quicker here, and we'll click shulker full of potions. Should take about 7.5 minutes for a shulker full with 2 ingredients, and then it adds about 3 minutes each ingredient that you add. So I think what I'm going to do is on this side that's not finished yet, I think I'm going to have a little side brewing setup with 1 brewing stand here. We'll have a whole bunch of barrels with some ingredients, and then we'll have a whole bunch of barrels for already prepped potions just in case. And especially you get from the bartering farm, you know, you get a lot of those 3-minute fire resist potions, so it's always nice if you can bring those over here and then add your upgrades to it if you want. So, you know, we can have a few barrels full of those, and then all the ingredients to change it over. So I think what we're going to do right now is we're just going to hang out right here. So you just heard that click, so that's the first set of potions is finished there. So we're just going to hang out, let this go. I'll speed up the video, and I'll see you back here when the box falls out of the sky. And there you have it. So you get the little music play, and hopefully we have 27 full potions in here of swiftness, and boom. Yep. Oh, what the heck was that? Oh, sounds like there's a phantom around here or something. I don't know what that's all about. But we have all of our potions there, so, you know, it works good. I've only used it a handful of times, mostly just for testing, and I have tested all the different combinations of potions, and they're all working. So sooner or later, like I said, I'll have a nice wall over here with some already pre-made potions in it. So some of the other stuff that we made down here, we made this amethyst shard farm here in the water. We also made this over here, little enchanting setup. A couple barrels there. I still have to put I have to get a grindstone down in here somehow. So what you do here, I've made enchanting setups like this very similar in the past. So you throw the book on here, and then you just cycle through the book to see how many bookshelves you want up, all the way to 15, of course. So now you get a full enchantment table here for whatever enchantments you want. Figure we have a drum or a barrel over here for some books, a barrel over here maybe for some lapis. So then when you're finished, you can just take the book off, throw the book up there. All the bookshelves fall down, so you can walk by here and you're like, well, why are you walking by here? There ain't nothing. You know, of course, our secret little hole here, but then we have our super secret tunnel over here that runs over to the storage system. So obviously I haven't finished that yet. It's just super secret. So, well, the storage system is all finished. You know, we put the signs on here so we can find out where stuff is. Since we're in 1.19 now, I've taken a lot of the lights out of this room. Of course, it was pretty lit up when it was first made. I've also gone through on a lot of these. Of course, these ones I haven't. Where when this was first made, you didn't have the option to clip these with shears like you do now, so you used to have to put the string here. So a lot of these I have gone through and clipped, like these ones here, all these ones on the inside I think that I have. So I have to get to finishing that. I have to close this off because all of this is gone. This is where the nether wart used to be. This is where the mushrooms used to be in here. So this has to be all closed off. And see, this path's a lot darker now. There used to be probably 3 or 4 times more lights on this than what there used to be. So, and then now you're looking down into there. So, you know, this is this old spot of the base where I used to have a rabbit farm underneath this here, and I had probably 30 or 40 rabbits in there one time, and a cat spawned and ate them all. So, yeah, your lovely cats, you know. So, as for right now, that's about it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Let me know what you think. If you want a tutorial, I do have this in a creative world, and I can do a tutorial on it. If anybody's interested, let me know. But thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye bye.